Okay, welcome back to my next monthly update video, even though it's a little late, but here we are. Specifically, for my transition wise, what's going on, and a few other things. Let's do the other things first. My electrolysis is working really well. I have some hairs through here and here, just like so sparse that I have to text them to make an appointment so they can put in the system so I don't get charged extra money. So I pay there and pay for the work that's done. And it's pretty much almost gone there. So that's pretty much on that. My braces, the tooth here, that gap between these two teeth. I've been noticing that since they put the bracket back on this very back one and did all that, the last month, the gap here, it's been going a little back and forth, like closing a little bit, coming this way. It's wire tied, so all this can get adjusted properly without interfering with all of this whole side. So yeah. So we'll see on my next appointment next week on the 11th. So what they're gonna do on finishing closing that gap. Okay. Transition wise. Wait. Yes, they both coincide. I seen my doctor this last week, got my blood drawn and everything yesterday, as per the recommendation of at least midpoint from when I took my last dose of estrogen. So waiting for those test results to come back. How with the pain specialist, with the chiropractic part and all that, the physical therapy, how it's concerned about when my kyphosis goes in more, if that would make a difference with my bust measurement. If that would affect it or not, and it hasn't. My kyphosis is really doing a lot better. It's lessened, so that's good. And with my treatments and everything, the first 3 weeks, I made a 74% increase in improvement with the pain and movement and all that. So I was concerned with the breast, if it was going to affect that, how it didn't. What actually has happened, with, if you can actually see, that's how they're looking now. What has happened last week and a half, they have gone up in size. Not just like, oh, it's going to go a little here, a little there. No, it went up in size. My standing went up half an inch. My leaning, went up half an inch. And my laying has gone up a full inch. And according to the website, A Bra That Fits, it says I'm a 32 band still. And my breasts have reached a cup size of K in a 32 band. So I'm a 32K according to that. So, because the way my shape is how it's closer set to my body with that dense tissue and whatnot, they don't look like hugely decay like some, like American sizing, I should say. But yeah, this is, if you can see that, that's what they look like, the best I can show. So my hips haven't changed, my waist hasn't changed. My only real concern with gaining weight, because the hormones are still working at the low dose to be in the normal range for my body where things are at now. My concern was with that gaining weight, because both the HRT and gaining weight has helped with the fat redistribution and whatnot. I just, more so when sitting than when standing. When I'm standing, everything looks good, looks fine on my body. My body's looking much better with everything, especially where my pelvic tilt is with the treatments from physical therapy and chiropractic and all that, and how all that's looking. The weight gain, when I was weighed at the doctor's the last two times, my last appointment and the time before that, it was showing on 155.3 or zero point 0.4, something like that. But when I do the scale at home, it was saying 153.3 or zero point 0.4, something like that. So it's showing I've gained that much, 155 pounds, from where I was last year, 138. That's how much I've gained. So it's noticeable when I sit, it's starting to store down here. Not like, it's the bottom part right here. This chunk right here. I'm noticing it's starting to store here. The fat. And my doctor was concerned about that a little bit. So she wants me to see the nutritionist for a follow up to make sure I'm not gaining too far in the direction. So, I it's a really tricky thing when it comes to weight gain and weight loss, or trying to maintain the weight, especially for me when I had been struggling so much to gain and I finally got to where I'm at. I don't want things to be changed where it's going to make me lose here, then I end up losing here and hips area and butt area. Those are, it's my breasts, hip, butt, and like only the tummy area here. So where I'm, this bottom part, I'm wanting to, the excess, to lose that little bit of excess so it's a nicer like shape when I sit. But when I stand, it's the perfect shape. But when I sit, it's like worlds. And I've also noticed as I've been gaining, my mons pubis, I've gained fat in that area. My labia majora, the outer labia. Yeah, the outer labia. I've gained fat in there. So it's much more shapely and it looks a lot better down there. So I'm glad I had that fat transfer done down there. It's trying to get to lose here without losing everywhere else. Because everywhere else is perfect and it's really helping with my transition and how I feel overall. And I don't want to lose in those areas because I know my body, I know myself, I know my mind body connection. It would cause dysphoria to lose in those spots. but my tummy. But if I can get my body to maintain where it's at now, even though my breasts are still growing and it's been hurting really bad, they've been becoming fuller. I just, it would cause dysphoria to loosen those specific areas. But if I can maintain and keep those spots and get the fat to in my tummy to redistribute where necessary, um, or keep everything else and loose there in the tummy area from the like this area here, this lower part. Yeah, that would help. But that's where I'm currently at in my transition. So, and yeah, other than that, my body shape is getting way better with these treatments. So I was like, this last week, like my mind body connection, and when I look in the mirror, especially since I got the custom orthotics that are prescription, yeah, because what found out is my right leg is actually shorter than my left leg and is partially contributing to all those issues. So having it those orthotics the last week or so has been beneficial. So when I look in the mirror, I see my body is like the correct shape, except that excess fat right here. Other than that, I'm like, I looked in the mirror this morning. I'm like, wow. Looked in the mirror yesterday. I'm like, my body is getting there. My butt with these exercises I have to do is getting a better shape. My breasts have increased, hormones and gaining weight and exercise and whatnot. And yeah, so everything's like more interconnected and I feel better with my body and myself. Minus that one small issue. It's not causing dysphoria, the fat here. I just don't want to gain too much more in this area and want to get that little excess gone so it doesn't cause issues. So other than that, huge spiel on what's going on. We'll see if I continue to have any more physical changes towards my transition, which for me, I'm like, it's a good thing. It's helping. I feel better. But on the other end, I'm like, how am I still having these like actual physical transition related changes with the weight gain and stuff combined? So I'm like, yeah, how am I still having these changes? That was the cat bell on her collar. That noise, if you heard it. Other than that, yeah, that's where I'm at. That's where things are. I'm hoping that my breasts get done soon. Finish filling in for my new size and be done because I'm happy with them. Even more than my previous cup size where I used to be compared to now. I'm happy with them. I'm extremely happy. Still not used to the fullness I do have in the new size yet. And when I move around and I feel them moving along with my body, especially going up and down stairs or doing a brisk walk and I feel them move. Yeah, I'm not used to that with my current size. So, other than that, I still don't regret my transition. I'm happy with it all. I'm just hoping to have those few more minor changes that my body needs to do. But all in all, wherever my body gets to and what it does is what it needs to do, is how I feel about it. And yeah, other than that, please comment, rate, subscribe. Until a new video. And one last thing, thank you to all my subscribers. I have reached 1K subscribers on this channel. So thank all of you for this wonderful journey I've been on. And yeah, until more. Boo.